So far, this NFL season has been absolutely wild for the Minnesota Vikings. 3-3, the best 3-3 team in National Football League history. The high highs, the low lows, the highs after being super low. After why can't you close out a double-digit lead with a couple minutes left? Why? But through 6 weeks, most teams know what they are. Right, so you have the Jaguars, even though they got their first win in London. Urban Meyer can't win in America. They kind of know what they are. Or you have the Cardinals, who are 6-0, should be 5-1, but thanks Greg Joseph, whatever. They know that they're pretty good. They know the Bills know that they're pretty good. But the Vikings are 3-3. They easily could be 6-0. They also probably just as easily could be 1-5. So I'm completely gobsmacked. I have no idea what to expect from this team from week to week. And frankly, if you're a team that's going to square off against the Vikings this season, that should scare the crap out of you because you have no idea which squad is going to turn up. Will it be the red-hot offense that put up 571 yards, the third most in franchise history, on the Panthers, one of the best young defenses in this league, top 3 in most statistical defensive categories in their building? And also, where Kirk Cousins marched 75 yards for the game-winning touchdown. He called game. Him and KJ, game. That's it. That should scare the crap out of you. Of course, you know Zimmer's history with defenses. You know that pass rush can get after that ass. The Vikings have 21 sacks through 6 games already. I don't know. If you're a team on this upcoming schedule, I understand that it's very daunting, but you're not looking forward to playing the Vikings. If you're the Cowboys, you're coming into historic U.S. Bank Stadium after the bye week. This team is getting healed up. All the minor injuries with Dalvin and Thielen and Jefferson, and also the major injury of Michael Pierce getting healed up. They're going to be at full strength, or at least as close to full strength as possible, and you're coming into the friendly confines. Vikings fans are going to be drunken in costume for Sunday Night Football and Halloween, baby. Woo! That's right. Then you're at Baltimore. Whatever. You're at LA. That's going to be a hell of a battle. You got Green Bay at home. And then you're at the Niners, who may not be as good as advertised. So even though, it's a tough and daunting schedule coming up, like I said, none of these teams are like, hey, we got the Vikings on schedule. That's a win. That's a win. And what's probably the most hopeful thing and the most frustrating thing about the Vikings is in fragments, we've seen all phases can play at an elite level. Special teams can be pretty good, aside from Greg Joseph shanking field goals when the game is on the line, except for that one against the Lions. And the only reason we needed that one is because he shanked the earlier one. But whatever. The defense can be top 5, top 10. The offense can be one of the best in the league, but they just can't get it right at the same times. The offense disappeared at times against Detroit. The offense disappeared against the Browns. The defense disappeared the first 2 weeks of the season. So if the Vikings can get it together, and you hear the players talk about this, you heard Kendricks and Zimmer and Cousins, and everyone talk about we need to play a complete game. Need to do it, right? Because like I said, the Vikings can beat any team on a given day, including the Vikings. And you look at the Vikings' 3 losses this year. Cincinnati gave that game away, had all the chances, really put yourself behind the 8 ball with all those penalties in the first half, and then Dalvin with the quote-unquote fumble. And then you had the Arizona game. You took the undisputed best record in the league team. You took him to the wire, you had him on the ropes, and you would have won if Greg Joseph could just hit a 37-yard field goal. And then the loss against the Browns, you held the Browns to 14 points in your building. You should win. But the offense just wasn't clicking that day. But if they can get in a groove, and hopefully these last 2 games will be a confidence builder. I don't think the players see it the same way as fans. Like us fans see, hey, it was the Lions. It was the Lions, and you blew a 10-point lead with 2.5 minutes left, and then you had to come back with an amazing game-winning drive with Cousins to Thielen set up the game-winning kick. Players don't see it that way. They see it as a tough division win, a team that was much better than their record, and then they got it done at home in dramatic fashion. Same thing with Carolina. Carolina started out 3-0, and you blew an 11-point lead with 4 minutes and change left to go in the game, and you let Sam Darnold convert 2 4th downs and a 2-point conversion, march 96 yards to tie up the game to send it to overtime. And also, you're just like a pubic hair distance away from Brian Burns causing a strip sack deep in Vikings territory at the end of the regulation where Carolina could have won it at the end. But a win is a win is a win. You are what your record says you are. So the Vikings are 3-3. What it be at 500, ready to take on the meat of the schedule. No one wants the Vikings because, like I said at the beginning, it has to be disquieting. It has to be unsettling for teams that see the Vikings on the schedule. You have no idea which team is going to show up. And that's sort of exciting as a fan. Like, it would be one thing. Like, after the game yesterday, I was pining for, why can't we just watch a normal team where if you're going to win a game, you win the game. If you're going to lose the game, you lose the game. Why's it got to be like this? But I kind of like it. And I do feel like even though the Vikings certainly play down to their competition, they certainly play up as well, as evidenced by the Arizona game, as evidenced by the Seattle game before Russ got hurt. But I could easily see a spot where the Vikings come out of the gates firing on all cylinders, and boom, Dallas, you're gone. Boom, Baltimore, you're gone. Boom, Chargers. Oh, we have the best Justin, the rookie from 2020. Yeah, his name is friggin' Jefferson. He's going to get back on his horse, get after it. Hey, Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, we own you. That's right. And the Niners, you're dead, you're done, you're buried. That's right. Next 5 games on the schedule are going to define the season. I'm pretty fired up. I wish we could just play them today. Although, that would be less than ideal since the team is pretty banged up. But what can you do? Anyways, let's know your thoughts and our thoughts. Is this team good? Because I still have no idea. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.